What's this Nintendo Switch 2 drama? What's
There
happened?
are two things in this world that never work under any circumstances: the McDonald's ice cream machines
True.
and gaming boycotts.
Ah,
Gamers have an insatiable appetite to consume. To
yep.
reject that
He's right.
urge goes against their very nature.
You have to vote with your wallets, boys.
Anytime something shiny comes out, you can bet your sweet bippy it will be purchased and
Yep.
played, no matter how vocal people.
And also in the age of scalpers, people would just purchase it just to hold it, just in case they go. It might be worth something in the future, so I have 100 of them all sealed.
People are about abstaining from it and not buying
Yeah.
it. Like the most notable being Modern Warfare 2. There was a big hoopla and a huge movement
You gotta
about
stop.
boycotting Modern Warfare
You've got to stop buying Call of Duty games. They're ridiculously shit now, and have been since Black Ops 2, in my opinion. Come on,
2. And then if you went into like
they'll
the
keep
Steam
giving you
group from
slop.
the big boycott
Force them to
organization,
make something
almost
good.
every single person.
If you force them to make something good, then yeah, that'll be good. And by force them, I mean don't buy their games. Just don't buy them. Don't pre-order. Don't do that. If anything, wait a year or a few months if you can't. If your addiction is so bad. But yeah, wait some time, and then they'll get the message that way, and then they start working harder in the offices.
And there was currently online on launch day playing the game. And that's just kind of been the song and dance for gaming boycotts.
So people do, they cry, but then they
forever,
buy it
really.
still.
Interrupting
Yeah.
this broadcast real quick to give you an announcement that Starforge is doing an absolutely massive sale right now. So if you're
Okay.
looking to upgrade
Big
your
old sale.
PC, now is the perfect time to do that. You can click the link in the description. Of course, there have been some outliers, a few exceptions, where people really did
They're
vote
expensive,
with their
man.
wallets and voted no. That has happened.
Can't
It's
afford
just
it.
not common. And right now, there was a huge push against the Nintendo Switch 2 for a lot of bad business practices. And people were
Okay.
talking about how they're definitely not buying it this time around. They don't want to support it. And I'm sure you can already guess chapter 2 of this story
Sold
here,
out.
the climax. The Nintendo Switch 2 releases, and that shit has been gobbled up like a bowl
Yeah.
of cereal by a ton of people that were very outspoken against the Switch 2. And
Of
talking
course.
about, like, they won't be purchasing it, which was all very
Of course. A tale as old as time.
easy to say before it was available. But now
Yeah.
that it's here, they have jumped on that opportunity to own one
They
enthusiastically
said, "Fuck it, I'm getting it."
and are playing it furiously and enjoying it too. I didn't expect
Loving
the
it.
Switch 2 to flop. It was very predictable that everyone that was rallying against it was going to inevitably purchase it because this is like clockwork. It happens all the time in gaming.
Yeah.
It was always going to be a super success. And I talked about that numerous times over my coverage of Nintendo and everything that's been going on there recently. So I'm not surprised that I'm not angry or anything either. I just find it very silly. And unfortunately, it's putting me in a pickle where a lot of people think I'm going to cave and buy a Switch 2
He's
any
gonna
day
do
now.
it.
Because I'm sure a lot of you know I'm not the biggest Nintendo enthusiast in recent
He's got
years
it
with a lot
already.
of their behavior against the community that loves their games, as well as their litigious
He's got it already.
nature of going after things that they believe
Imagine.
is some kind of threat, like Power
Nah,
World,
I
and
think
really
he
overreaching
won't.
their
Nah,
mind.
the Power World shit alone for me. I'm gonna stay away from Nintendo on the Power World thing. If I need a Nintendo game, which I don't, but if I do, I'll wait. I will wait just to give them a message. My little personal petty message. That's just how I am.
And their pricing, I think, being abominable and a huge blemish to this whole industry.
Massive
trying to
pricing,
normalize the
fucking
$80 first-party titles, paid
Yeah, nah.
services for things that are currently free, like the Discord equivalent in
Yeah.
the Switch 2, which
Yeah, why would you do that on Switch 2? Pay for a Discord equivalent? No, just hop in Discord, guys, and we play from there. Pay for chat. Crazy. Nintendo are doing crazy shit.
is just a much worse version of
What's
just
what's
using-
next? Next, it will be like you'll have to pay to get a username. If not, they'll give you a generic username. Watch online for you to make an online character. You make your online character. There'll be hoops that you have to jump through to do that to make it really fucking customized. And then for you, when it comes to the final naming, there'll be a paywall that you have to go through or a subscription fucking service that you have to pay for in order for you to customize your character name personally, to make it personal to you, be it Mellow Savage or whoever the fuck you are. But no, they'll go no, or if not, they'll just generate an auto-generated name like, you know, average cup of tea, or fuck knows what they would do. But yeah, that's coming. I wouldn't be shocked.
Discord. I could go on and on.
Nintendo
I've already
busy with shit
told
like
you
that.
these things. I don't need to just regurgitate them, fucking, you know, baby bird them into your mouth again. Point is, I've made it very clear that I had no plans of getting the Nintendo Switch 2. At the time, I had absolutely no desire to get the Nintendo Switch 2.
Nah, he wants it.
And I still don't. I still didn't buy a Nintendo Switch 2, and I don't even have, like,
Good
the
man.
slightest semblance. Like, not
Doesn't
even,
wanna.
like, the
Yeah.
one molecule in my being is tempted to buy the Switch 2.
Good.
And that's
Maybe
not even
more
because I'm someone that
repulsed.
like
It's
calls
more
for a
repulsed.
boycott of Nintendo or anything. I really don't care. There's a lot of people
Fuck 'em.
that bought it, they're really enjoying it, and a lot of people
Good.
are reporting that it's a great console, and I'm very happy that they're having fun with it. At the end of the day, that's the most important part. So it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I have never once tried to, you know, like a shout out a rallying cry
But saying
to
that,
stand up to Nintendo.
imagine playing
If you wanna buy
Cyberpunk
it
on that
and you're
shit.
having
Cyberpunk on a Switch 2 might be crazy, but then I think, why not just get a Steam Deck?
fun with it, all power to you. I'm just not
don't
in
know.
that camp. I've never tried to be a boycott Barry here, trying to get people to not buy the Switch 2. All I've been doing is just talking about things that I personally don't agree with the way Nintendo's been doing things over the last couple of years. But if people want to get it, I think that's great. And have fun doing that. I've seen some really cool videos too from like the midnight launches. It felt very nostalgic because I remember being a kid going to like midnight launches for Gears of War 2, for example. And the clips I've
Legendary,
seen really
man.
do remind
Midnight
me of that.
launches
That's a
is
very
fucking legendary. Midnight launches. Oh, how exciting they are.
fun thing to see happen again.
Yeah,
like
man.
Dashi and Corey Kenshin were apparently at one of the midnight launches, and they were
Crazy.
dancing and having fun, and everyone was having a great time for the Switch 2 launch. I'm not trying to drop trousers and
Diminish
plant my
that,
ass on
yeah.
the fun here. I am not the fun police trying to sound the alarm.
No.
I encourage it, and I'm glad so many people are enjoying it. I'm just not someone that is getting the Switch 2 for a variety of different reasons. Now, even if it wasn't like Nintendo's business practices that I had
Yeah.
such an issue with, the launch catalog also just isn't really super appealing to me personally. Looking at the Switch
Just doesn't really fancy it, is it? It's cool. That's alright.
2's drop just isn't exciting. It's mainly games I've already played before. In fact, it is almost exclusively games I've played before, except for the new Mario Kart game.
Yeah, and that's
like,
what,
I don't
100
really
or
need to just
150
pay full
fucking
price
quid.
for games I've already experienced just to experience them again on the Switch 2. That doesn't
Nah.
make me, you know, salivate
Excited,
and
yeah.
want to sink my teeth into it. And I'm not so excited about the new Mario Kart that I need to go out there right now and buy the system to experience it. But that's just me and my size small underpants here. Like, that's not going
Okay.
to be a one-size-fits-all for everyone else. Maybe there are people out there that didn't play these games and want to experience them on the Switch too. They want to have the handheld capabilities. That's totally fine. And you bought
That's
the
fine.
system so that way you can play them for the first time, or you're a huge Mario Kart fan and this was a system seller for you. Again,
Go for it.
all power to you. It's just, for me personally, I won't be getting it. Because
Yeah.
of so many people that were
And there's nothing
outspoken
wrong
now
with that,
buying
right?
the Switch 2, I'm getting lumped into that group for some reason about, like, any day now Charles is going to buy it because he was trying so hard to push against Nintendo and try and get everyone else to do that with him. I wasn't. Yes, I was pushing hard against Nintendo because it's a company that produces games that are really near and dear to my boners. I fucking love so many Nintendo
His bonus.
games. Like, if you watch the video I just made on my top 50, a good chunk of those are Nintendo property. They make bangers, games that absolutely slap. But the
Yeah.
company itself,
true, though.
I think, is outright, like, brutal. Like, they are absolutely brutal. And I just wish
are.
that
They're
wasn't the
cutthroat.
case, and it makes me upset. And I don't
They
have
are
any
cutthroat
desire
bastards.
to support that. But again, that's just me. I'm not trying to get
And that's
other
fair.
people to do that as well.
That's fair.
Again, the most important thing is that you're having fun, and if this is something you really want to get and you're enjoying it, that's great.
Go for it.
I'm
Yeah.
having fun not getting it. So
Yeah.
I am not your enemy, Nintendo
What's wrong with
Switch 2
people?
fans. And I certainly don't think any less of anyone that
To
did
the
get a
Nintendo Switch 2
It's
fans, chill.
really not that deep. I'm not fighting a
It's
war
fine.
here. It's just one personal Neanderthal's decision to not buy the Switch 2 for a variety of different reasons that
Fuck
maybe
it.
don't matter to you at all. They just
Yeah.
matter to me.
Go buy
That's
it.
it. So
Go and buy it.
I'm not getting the Switch 2. I have no
If you want
plans
it.
on it anytime soon. Will I consider it in the future? Maybe.
When it's on a fucking 85% sale in the year 3039.
You know, if Nintendo starts to work more with the community as opposed to against them, sure, I could definitely see myself getting a Switch 2 down the line to try and encourage that direction as opposed to the direction they've been going down for the last few years. Absolutely.
We'll
it's not like I have some unreasonable, irrational, blind hatred of Nintendo as a company. And
I agree with him as well, because it's not like we're out here just hating on them for no fucking reason. Look at the Illuminati. But yeah, it's not that way out here. It's a statement really as well. And ultimately, there's nothing really exciting or appealing for me to be like, yeah, I got to quickly go out and get a Switch 2. I thought Cyberpunk on there might be quite sick, but then again, I think why not get a Steam Deck? And they've been playing that since a while. So, you know, there's that.
Forever.
And then on top of that, you've got the extortionary prices of Nintendo. Hellish.
Not at all. I would much rather be talking about Nintendo W's as opposed to L's. I would like to see them be
Make
more
a good Pokemon
community
game.
focused and more enthusiastic about like gaming in general.
Make a good
as
Pokemon
opposed
game.
to
How about
trying
that?
to figure out ways of nickel and diming more and more, like getting more juice for the squeeze
Out of little
consumers'
features.
wallets for their products.
Fuckers.
That's all. That's
It's
literally
enough.
it. So if we can get to a point where Nintendo starts going more in that direction, I'll be just as happy as anyone.
That's what we
You'll
want.
see me dancing about Nintendo Switch 2 and all that if we can get to that point. But right now, we're not there. Maybe we never get there.
How much is it,
Who
about
really
$700?
knows? Hopefully, at
Fucking
some
hell.
point, it does. But currently, and at least for the foreseeable future, I won't be getting
Nothing.
the Switch 2. But I don't expect anyone else to follow that. I want you to do what you'd like to do.
Do what your
So,
life wants.
That's really about it. It's just
You
it's
must
not
follow
that
your heart, you
deep, I
little
don't
bastards.
think. That's it. So, yeah.
Well, so people must have been like extremely upset that he hasn't got a Switch 2 or something. What's wrong with people, man? Give me a second, I need to piss. I'll be back.